Hey, welcome to day 12 of the fast. We are over halfway. That's really exciting. I really pray that this has just been an awesome time for y'all and your connection with God and your clarity and your focus and just that sacrifice and that spending time with Him has just been such a sweet time for you. I know it has been for me, and I'm super excited to share just some insight from today's reading and just how God works. So let's start with the reading. It's in 1 John 4. It's actually 19, but I'm going to be reading 19 through 21. And I am reading in the NIRV. That's what we use in Discover Kids, and I just feel like it's so simple. All right. So, we love because He loved us first. Suppose someone claims to love God but hates a brother or sister. Then they are a liar. They don't love their brother or sister whom they have seen. So they can't love God whom they haven't seen. Here is the command God has given us. Anyone who loves God must also love their brother and sister. And that includes ourselves. I mean, it stinks sometimes, right? Because some of you, just like myself, can struggle with being happy with who we are and how God made us. Sometimes maybe we think that He made a mistake in making us the way that He did, but the truth is that God does not make mistakes. I think that we have things in our lives that we've got to overcome, just like everybody, so that we can be more like Jesus and be closer to Jesus. But that doesn't mean that we aren't perfect in God's eyes. So it really hit me. Let me read a little bit from the devotion too. And it says, your feelings will follow what you focus on. That's why it's so important to focus on the goodness of God through His Word. When you focus on your faults, you'll end up feeling condemned, which is so true. I'm sure that y'all know that too. And then it jumps down, there's another part where it says, make sure you regularly meditate on verses that help you focus on God's love. So there are just these little details of this devotion that I just want to share with you. Just to show how God cares so deeply about who we are and our struggles and our breakthroughs. So, my breakthrough that I am praying for in 2019 is my insecurities, that I will see myself the way that God sees me. And I won't believe the things that are in my mind about myself or that the world says about me, that I will turn to truth and see who I am through God's eyes, basically, and believe it. Not just see it, but believe it. And so, I've shared that with the staff, and we all have shared our breakthroughs, and you all some of you have shared your breakthroughs, and so we all have just been praying about that. And so one of the things that I have been doing through this fast is reading devotionals that definitely focus on insecurities and who you are in God and that kind of thing. And I've been journaling, and at the end of my journaling, I'm writing down each day one thing that I have believed, one lie that I've believed that the world has said about me or that my mind has said about me. So I write it down, and then I flip it, basically, and I go to the truth, and I figure out a verse, what God says about me that deals with that, and it's different, right? And then I write the verse down, and it's been such an awesome thing. And so to read this, make sure you're regularly meditating on verses that help you focus on God's love. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like, I'm doing day 12 and it says that, and I'm doing that. The other really cool thing is I just told you, my breakthrough deals with seeing myself the way that God sees me, and really chaining up my insecurities and not letting them just be a blockade for me, and or something that just terrifies me or whatever. So to come to day 12 and to see that it talks about when you focus on your faults and then you start to feel condemned, it's just was such just so refreshing to know that God is just there. Like, this devotional schedule that the staff did, totally random. What 3 days everybody got, and of course I thought it was totally random, but it wasn't. God planned it for a specific purpose. He had me do the video on day 12 for a specific purpose. And I just love to see that and focus on, where is God working? Where am I seeing God? Little or big. And he continues just to blow me away that he is so concerned about every single detail in our lives, down to a devotional schedule, and making sure that I had that. Another cool thing dealing with these insecurities and stuff, the Lauren Daigle song, it's linked in this devotion, You Say. So I've been listening to that every day because, oh man, that is just like right where I've been, and I'm sure a lot of us have been there. That's why she does a song about it. But to really replace what I think with what God says, and that is truth, And so listening to that, and it came on in the car one day, and I had all 3 of my girls with me. And just to hear them sing those words and say those words, oh my gosh. Because like another layer of my insecurities and my fears is like, what am I teaching my girls? I want to be this strong, faithful woman for them, but I can say things, I can teach them, I can pour things into them, but what do they see? Because that's what they follow. And it was just such a sweet encouragement for me to hear them sing those words, and I feel like that was God just being like, it isn't always just about what you say and what you do and how you're guiding them, but God has a hand in it too. He has a much larger hand in it than I do. And it was just a reminder, that those girls are his, and he's got them, and they do believe that truth. So it was really awesome. I really hope this has been an encouragement to you. We are praying for you guys and excited to hear how God is working and moving. There's a link in this email that you can click, and you can tell us what's been going on with your one, and what's been going on with the breakthrough. Like, we really just want to hear your stories, because we want to celebrate with you, because then God gets all the glory. So we're super excited about this fast. We're excited to hear your stories. We can't wait to see you on Wednesday for our next Fast Wednesday service starting at 6:30. And I hope you all have an amazing day.